when you drive a car, you need a car. Okay? So let's see. What have you written down?
Yeah. We have a few answers.
Okay.
So we took two each. You need operators to manage. Do we?
Yes, of course. Okay. And then?
Rosters, schedule.
Wow, that is more the management side. Yes, of course you need operators. Let's say now I employ some planners to have rosters and operators. Can we run the train?
No.
What else do you need? Starach?
We need competent technical person.
Okay. Now you have competent technical person, you have the roster, you have the planning team and all that. Can we run the train?
We need train.
You need trains, of course. You don't need train. You don't have the train. What you can do, lah? Okay. You are not selling cake, you know. This is railway. What else you need?
Advanced systems to communicate.
No, just see from your perception when you take a train and they need to run a service.
Station?
Or you need, okay, what we do is you are saying in Malacca, there's no train there. And you are now given a chance to actually run railway service in Malacca. So what else you need? You need a train, okay? Then
Station?
stations, of course.
Before I need a station, I need a land first.
Yeah.
I need a proper land.
Yeah.
I mean strategic
Yes. That is one of the most important part is you need land.
Oh, land.
When you don't have land, what do you do? You don't have land but you want to run railway service.
Like LRT.
Or you want to minimize the usage of land. You want to run a train, you don't have sufficient land.
Like overheat.
Yeah.
LRT.
You have, that is, we call it as viaduct. Jambatan. That is why in KL you see so much of jambatan. And there's another way also, you know. One is land, one is jambatan. Another one?
Underground.
Underground. Okay, like in KLCC, you don't see the tracks. You don't see anything. You just see a complex saying that station with the station name. Because the trains are running underground. Okay, bridge. So infrastructure. First thing is you need to know where you want to run. Yeah. So now I will explain a bit of what you need if you want to start a railway. Yeah. First, before that, I think I've showed you the organization. Okay, you need Ministry of Transport. Okay, then you have the APAT who is in charge of railways only. Okay, and road transportation. Okay, what I've mentioned here is railway companies. They are also in charge of the road transport. Okay, airports, port. Okay, and all that also. But since we are talking about railway, we focus only on railway lah. Okay, so this is what we have, and to understand the railway, okay, like first what I said is you need land. You need land. You need to know where you want to start the railway, the routes from where to where. Okay, let's say at certain places you don't have the land, but you still want to run the train, so you will have all this bridge and all that, crossovers. Okay, so that they will have the planned station. First, what they will plan is okay. First is the area where you want to run the trains. Okay. whiteboard.
Yeah.
Okay, where you want to run the trains. Okay? Let's say we take this area lah, Batu Cave. Okay, let's say starting Batu Cave. You want to start from Batu Cave, and then you want to go up to say where? Rawang or this side. KL no lah, Rawang. Okay, means Batu Cave to Rawang. This is your plan. Okay, now you have plan. Then you have to know from Batu Cave how the train is going to go until Rawang. Okay, what do you have in between these areas? How long it is? Okay, by taking the length is where we decide to break the stations. Okay, and also before I start off with this, normally when we plan to build a railway, first thing they will do is survey to see if that area has got no rail transportation. One. Another thing is we call as passenger flow. If you have in an area passenger demand, you know that that place has got no demand. Okay, and then you build a railway there. Okay, you will only have ghost travelling inside the train. You won't have customers. Once if you don't have customers, you cannot make money. Okay, building a railway doesn't cost. It's not like costing you 100,000 or 200,000 where you want to renovate your house. Okay, it's not 100 million also. It's more than that. Okay, it's 2 million, 3 billions are spent to build railway. Okay, so that is why another reason which I told you previously why we cannot spend so much of money to build high-speed trains. You spend so much for the system, for the building and everything, and then your return is nothing. Okay, you have very less customers, so you cannot make money. Okay. And the bad part of railway is only certain countries actually make money. Actually make money running railways, because this is more like a service. It's a service for the people. Okay? It is not a money profit business. Okay? Of course, like certain small countries like Singapore, they make money. Okay? They make money. They make money, but not make money even like Air Asia lah. Not even that much, because they cannot charge very high. Okay, they cannot charge like airport. Yes, high speed train they can charge a lot. Bullet trains and all that, the fare is equal to flight. Okay, if you are traveling in Europe, the fare is equal to flight, because the traveling time is same. Okay, if the plane is traveling 500 kilometers, the train is also traveling 500 kilometers.
How come in Europe all we have different kinds of trains? Like train that goes, up the mountain, slow one, and then we have got faster, different kinds of tracks.
Yes, different type of tracks, infrastructure. It is the year of the railway developed at that area. Like in Europe, the railway developed very much before in Malaysia. In Malaysia, we only started around 19 something. Okay, the first train from I think Teluk Intan is not sure of the year. Okay, that is where we started. Okay, and it is also traveling in the jungle and all that. If you see East Coast. Okay, so that is one of the reasons. Okay, they have mountains where they build everything. It's not that they build now, These things were built 100 years ago, where that country developed before us, and they have already have the planning to have trains. And when technology improves, they improved it. Okay, like what we have in KTM Bukit Parapet. Those days, the trains will travel on the hill and come down. So goods trains, when the engine don't have the capacity, what happen is the train will go up, overload, come back again. Okay, it will come back again because of the stiffness of the hill. Our engine didn't have the power to pull the weight of the goods trains. Okay, what they did is they did tunnel. Okay, now we have tunnel, so there's no such thing as the train going up and coming down. Okay, previously when there was locomotive, heavy rain, when the train goes up, the assistant driver will have to come down to the track and pour sand for the wheel to get the friction. Okay, and with full throttle the train will go up like that. And that is why, imagine, I think you remember those days locomotive, the sound of the locomotive will be blasting, because of the hill. They cannot pull. Nowadays engines can pull up to 3,000 tons of goods. Okay, the engine developed. Those days it was like half of it, 800 ton, 1,200 tons maximum. Okay, now we have locomotive engines where can pull up to 3,000 ton. 3,000 ton, and let's say if it is only using a normal coach, which is very much lighter, which is only around 450 tons. So imagine how smooth it can go. Like using 2.5 car and those days using less than 1.0 cars when you are on the hill or when you are going high speed on the highway. Okay, there's a difference. Yeah. Okay, as I mentioned, these are all the things needed when you want to design railways. Okay, nowadays people are focused more on tunnels because they don't want to disturb the land, the infrastructure. Okay, when we develop, we think that having the train running here and there looks messy. It looks messy, If you go to TRX, you don't see any trains there, but it's all underground. And to do this, remember, they need to bore. Okay, they need to really bore, take out the land, whatever, and make sure that it is safe. Okay, it has to be safe also, and it has to have ventilation system, air or water, no water ponding, proper drainage and all that. Okay, and also flood, what do you call that? To prevent floods, it is underground. Imagine heavy rain. If there is no proper drainage, what will happen? So we need to have a pump. Okay, all kind of pumps, detectors to see if the water flow is correct, and it will automatically drain out the waters. Yeah. Okay. That was the tunnels, and this is another way of how the subsystem is built. Okay, why I am showing you this is, once we have planned, then they will decide what land to use. Okay, so now why I put the tunnel first is, nowadays they prefer tunnel. Okay, so you don't disturb the roads and everything. Okay, and then when they are doing the tunnel boring, it's not actually disturbing the traffic. Okay, when they want to build a bridge or viaducts or sections like this, okay, they have to close a portion of the road, and then this will take 1 year. We are already stressed traveling in the car, and then jam. Okay, so much of diversion. This all was happening in KL, I think 20 years ago. Yeah? Now it's not happening like that. Yeah? Track work. So once they do the tunnel and then they do the bridge and everything, the viaduct and everything, after that only they will do the track laying. The track laying is done only after the land or the area is prepared. Okay, they will do all the viaduct and everything, prepare everything, and only after that they will do the track laying. So the track laying is always the third step after. First you know the location, then you know where you want to put the track and how you want to put the track, either tunnel or viaduct or sections. Then only they will do track work. Okay, what you see here is those days how our railway, like KTM railway, is built. Okay, so imagine this track is actually iron and it's not very light. Okay, unless you have your friend Superman, he can come and take the track and just put and go. Okay, so it doesn't work like that. So imagine they have to take the track from the company which actually does track work and all that. Okay, so they do the track they put in a container or whatever. Okay, then they will send to the place where the track work is done, either the tunnel. Okay, even the tunnel, they will have to take the track, go near to the tunnel and then lay it. Okay? At first it will be like a small portion of tracks, then they will weld it to make it a long stretch. Okay, it's not that they take 1 kilometer of track and come and put. Okay, it's normally 1 meter join and they will put.
Why they put stones on the tracks?
Okay, this is for at grade. At grade, the stone is actually the packing. It's for the packing. It will make sure it's not only packing. It's also what do you call that? Suspension for the track.
Oh, yeah,
Okay. So once you lay the track, they will put the wood. Those days, what I'm talking is those days. They will put the wood and then they will put the ballast. It's called ballast. ballast. Ballast stone. So this ballast stone will actually grip the track. Okay, it will grip the track, and then there is momentum where it works as a suspension, so that it is smooth. Nowadays they don't have that. In viaduct you don't have ballast. This is only at land. Okay, at viaduct it's all beam and it's all secure, clipped.
Is it like KTM?
Anywhere at grade they will use this, but now they don't use wood already anymore. They use concrete, but they still at grade you must have ballast because our land will move, right? So this thing will pack, okay, and grip the land. Okay, whereas at viaduct it doesn't move. The land won't move. If the land is moving at the viaduct, habis lah kita. Okay, so this one it will pack. Okay, wherever you see a train traveling in the land, on the land, they have this. Okay, but nowadays we prevent to use land for train tracks. You know why? When you have tracks in the land, you have intruders coming in. Okay, and as I told, now we have the trains design now has got running rail, which is with electric. So we don't want that. We don't want people to come inside the track. Easy access. If it is land, easy access.
Why would they do that?
Why? It's because That one I think you need to pay me for a different course.
Why? Is it like?
Intruders.
Oh.
Because the fencing is easy to be cut.
Oh.
Okay. And not only that, once the fencing is easy to cut and for them to come in, they will steal cables.
Oh, I see, I see.
And that's another thing also. And also, of course, it's not safe for them. When you have intruders, of course, we can have trains hitting people, commit suicide cases, a lot of cases. Okay.
So the KTM trucks, you don't get electrocuted.
No.
KTM, ERL.
That I will show you later how we get traction power for a train, electric train, electric train, not for diesel trains. Diesel trains you don't have to worry about anything. Okay, those days were diesel train and train was not moving. Another reason, train was not moving very with high speed. Maximum it can go is 72 kilometers. Okay, and when they see people crossing the track and all that, they can stop. Yet we had so much of cases. Okay, now it's not possible at all. When the train is traveling around 120 kilometers and the pickup is very fast. Okay, those days the locomotive engine and all that, the pickup, for it to reach 72 kilometers also, it will take very long, and then for it to stop also it will take very long. Nowadays it's not like that. The train travel faster and the braking systems are more efficient. Yeah. Okay, as I told you, this is what they will do. They will take a portion of rail, place it, and then they will cut and then they will weld it and make it a long stretch of tracks. Yeah? Okay, and then at the end of the day, this is what we get. So now we have the tracks. Okay, we have laid the tracks. Okay, either through the tunnel or viaduct or at grade. Okay, and after that is types of track. Okay, this is the gauge of certain tracks. Remember just now I told you that we have, like in India we have meter gauge, we have broad gauge. So every tracks have got their measurement. Okay, and what we are using here and most of the world is standard gauge. That's why we call standard. Okay, and the benefit of having standard gauge is when I have a train of standard gauge, I can sell to another country when I don't want to use that. Okay, one of the problem KTM had is they have meter gauge. Nowadays not many countries, Commonwealth countries used to have meter gauge, 1 meter gauge tracks, because the engine and everything will be 1 meter, not smaller. Okay, the wheel is smaller. Okay, so KTM had that, and then when they wanted to refurbish, change the trains, they lost a lot. They couldn't sell anywhere. The only certain countries wants to buy that. You know, like in India, I think Africa, or there are certain countries still using meter gauge. And also for us to purchase new trains is difficult also. The companies, they don't want to do meter gauge trains.
So this KTM actually they refer from
Hungary. KTM is taking from Hungary. Of course in China they have everything lah. Now in China lah. Meter gauge is the same, it's smaller. Same, exactly. Okay? That means it's only the gauge lah. This is 1 meter.
the white.
1 meter. Okay? 1 meter normally you have like 2 steps lah. Okay? I think one step, and this you can see in, if you go to KTM you can see it is a bit smaller, the length. If you go to MRT or monorail, doesn't use track. So don't mistaken monorail. Don't go to monorail and go looking for track. Okay. Monorail actually has got a wheel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Yeah.
I
Wheel.
never noticed. I hardly.
Bridgestone. brand they use.
Oh.
And very expensive, and they also have safety wheel which is tire actually, but not, they don't pump air it's a hard tire, but they travel with rubber tire.
Oh.
But it's very noisy, right?
Yes.
It's noisy.
Never
Right?
noticed it.
No, it's not noisy,
I
you
want
feel like roller coaster. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
because of the suspension is like that, but they can't I mean you can't use that for very high speed. Okay, there is another type of trains also which is called tram. This tram has got two types also, but they use iron wheel, okay, iron wheel, which they travel inside the roads and all that, in between the roads. Okay, in France, I think 2 days ago we had a major accident. They had a major accident, head-on collision of tram, which is very rare to happen. Don't know, they are still investigating of how the accident happened. Okay,
The tram is in overseas, not in our country, right?
we don't have tram in Calcutta. There's tram. In of course in England they have tram.
Monorail is like tram, is it?
No.
No, right? It's totally. No,
Tra-
I mean,
tram
I've been on tram.
is
but
normal,
what do they
like
use?
normal train which travels on the road, you know.
Yes.
Like here you go out, you see a train there traveling.
When
But
I was there-
imagine the mindset of the people there. They don't get killed and all that.
But is it the same system? My question is.
No, depends.
So
Depends.
tram is under train category or not?
Yeah.
Under train. Under
Ah,
train,
under.
it's like 2 in 1
Oh. Okay.
because it travels in the road. It has got no bridge,
Hmm.
no viaduct and all that.
No, it's just like so.
The speed
Yeah.
goes slow, right?
Yeah, it's like bus.
Just
lah.
like,
The only thing is it carries more passenger. The design and the engine is like a train.
So what do they use for tram?
Okay,
Same-
tram they have two also. They have a wheel on the tires on the track itself, and then they have what is this? Diesel electric. Diesel electric. I think certain area they have. I'm not very hybrid and all that. I'm not very sure of that. Yeah. So monorail is totally different. You know, the name itself is mono. Why it's called monorail? Because it's only have one rail.
Ah.
Okay, and it sits on top of it, and then the wheel is actually on the side. The wheel is on the side. It holds like that. Okay, and then there is another safety wheel. That safety wheel is the wheel that dropped, and on passengers hate. Hey, not passenger. Pass by people. Someone who is walking there, the
On the
wheel
top,
dropped
yeah.
on his head,
Yeah.
and the fellow became coma and then became like Gajini.
Where was this?
Yeah.
Here?
How come you don't know? You don't read newspapers?
When was this?
So many years back.
Many years
I
back.
don't remember.
But I think he was paid quite some
Yeah.
money, but he was not normal already. It was not normal already. So that is some of the disadvantage of trains. Sometimes things can drop.
I think monorail is in KL and Malacca also they have. But only for
Yeah,
short distance
I
for
think even
tourism
Sunway they have
area.
right. They used to have right. Sunway, yeah.
For tourism.
Yeah, tourism and all that.
Yeah.
Mhm. And then we have like cable car type of monorail also. Okay. Now certain countries the monorail which we have now here is like this. It travels like this. There are monorails like this. The beam is on top. It will just go like roller. This one. Okay. Now, since all our trains are now electric trains, okay, ET, electric train. It's actually called ET, okay, electric train. Okay, we have locomotive, diesel trains, diesel electric, and we also have ET. Okay, now we have EV, okay, electric vehicles. So ET, to have ET trains, electric trains, we need electric. And how this electric is sent to the train? They need to do cabling. Now we have track, Okay, we have the infrastructure, we have the track laid, and then they will do is the cable laying. Okay, what you see this here is what you have in KTM. See this is called overhead cables. Okay, it travels on top. Okay, and this is considered safe for the customers lah. If you go down the track, but they had incidents where, you know, here we have the electric. Okay, so I think our power guy can tell us what is the name of that. When you have a high current,
electrical magnetic field.
field, we have a field. So what happened was a locomotive technician went up to the loco without realizing that there are certain, I'm not sure, it's I think 1.4 meters or something like that. From the loco you cannot go up because you have the field there. And the cables are all AC. Okay, AC will tendang, will kick. Okay, and it is not, it's 33 kV. 33 kV AV. Okay, you want to charge your phone, you go up there, put your phone. Okay, for 5 years you no need to charge your phone. Yeah? Seriously.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay, so nowadays a lot of countries don't have this because it looks messy. Cable, and then the cable can drop, it looks messy lah. Okay, so a lot of trains don't use this cabling anymore already. Okay, so to do this, to lay this cable, you have to have a track, you know, most of the time. You know how they do that? You have, okay, sorry, the viaduct, you have laid the cable, and then we will use track vehicles. Track vehicles will put, and they will have this cabling. They will go. That means first they do the track. Right? Once the track is secured with the ballast or anything packed and everything, then they will put trolleys on top of it, which has got the cable and all that. They put the cable and then they will lay to put the cable. Same way of how they do for this. Okay, if you see this, the white line, that is called third rail. Okay, what you saw here was cable laying on top. Okay, nowadays trains we have third rail. That means there's a rail here, right? And then there is another power rail. Power rail is normally covered, but in Europe it's not covered, you know. They are so confident of people there that they won't go down. Okay, it's not covered. Here, of course, it's covered. If you see all the white beside the track, okay, it's all covered. It's DC, 750 DC. This one, you go near, you get the cut.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, the cut. So
What
a
happened?
lot of cases.
It's like
No, you have the cover, but we had cases where, you know, drug addicts and all that, or even one staff, he like overconfident. We have our procedures and rules. When you go down to the track, when it is the power is energized, you have certain distance, 1 meter from the third rail. You have to always walk 1 meter from the third rail. But some stuntmen and some normally trespassers who don't understand, okay, like foreigners, what they do is they take the wrong platform, wrong direction. That means from Rawang to Batu Cave, they are supposed to wait at this side, okay, on the left side. They go and wait at the right side platform. So once they wait there, they panic. They don't know what to do.
They cross.
They cross. When they cross, smart people, they will just jump and run lah. You see no train, they run. Some They will put the leg in between.
So get stuck.
Ah,
Oh.
yes.
Was it like that in the past, like the olden days?
When we initially started, we had a lot of people jumping, crossing the platform, but we were safe. There were no fatalities or anything lah. But we had some drug addicts who jumped on the track, walked along the track, got electrocuted and died. This one, tada. You see, AC, it will kick off. Okay, the field is there. Okay, AC, it will kick. When you go near, you touch the field, you get kicked. There are possibilities you can be alive, but not normal. But DC, you are done. You are barbecued.
Oh.
That's it. Okay, DC will suck you. You touch it, it will pull you, pull to that direction like a magnet. Okay, so these two is clear. Okay, apart from when you want to start the railway, it's not only the track. You need to have a depot. Depot and the workshop is the place where actually we bring down all the engines, the track vehicle, where we store at the depot. From the depot, we will start the operation. This place is called CRO. Okay, construction railway operation starts from the depot. Okay, why it's called construction railway operation?